Happy birthday, Veronica Lake. This is Mrs. H, and it's time for Create with Mrs. H. And we are going to be taking this a beautiful black and white picture, which, it's already just gorgeous. And we're going to colorize it because our channel is all about nostalgia and bringing the past to life. And so we are giving ourselves the 15-minute timer. We can go a little bit under it too to colorize this picture. So we're going to start off with the AI, artificial intelligence. If you Google how to colorize a photo for free online using AI, or just colorize a photo, you can find a bunch of sites that will do it for you real quick and for free, but they don't do always the whole job, and you'll see that. So let's see the big reveal of what the AI did. So it's nice, but you can see there's some issues. So let's go ahead and jump in and improve this picture. So her hair is so beautiful and blonde. So we're going to go to touch up. I'm on PicMonkey, picmonkey.com. And there it is, highlights. So it says highlights, but it's really just like for the whole head. So I'm going to get real close. I'm going to go over it. And you can just see there's just like a little bit of pinky lavender sort of stuff going on that doesn't quite match this blonde bombshell. So let's go ahead and fix this. And I'm not all about every little detail. As you can see, I'm like, what is the overall feel when you look at this? Do you feel like this is a colorized picture? Does this look real? Is something way off? Then you want to fix it. Okay, let's get that little corners, and we can fade that even more. Let's see. I like it faded. I like a lot of the blonde. We're gonna go up and get all the roots, and I'm gonna make the size of my brush. These are basically brushes. Basically, we're in a sense we're painting. There we go. I like that. Okay. And I feel like I just want a little bit more here. I am really not a perfectionist, as you will see, but I do like it to not have something like standing out. Like, this is not supposed to be purple or pink. Okay. So her skin tone does look good, but we can even it out a little bit. So there are some things that we can do with let's go to touch up, and you can do stuff like spray tan even, and then you click on the palette, click on the dropper to say, you're basically saying I want to match that. And you don't want it to be, sometimes it'll be like black or something like that, and you're like, what on earth? Why would the neck be black if she was pale, right? You want it to match historically what it would be, not be like gray or something like this. Okay, so now we have her teeth whitened, and we're gonna go in here. And the teeth whiten, don't laugh, is what I use to whiten the eyes, because basically it doesn't matter that it's called teeth whiten, right? It's paint. And so we'll use whatever paint we can get. When my daughter wants to paint, I could give her ketchup, if, as long as she can have fun and make something pretty. That's what matters. So we can use all the really fancy name things and the fancy software, or we can use free or free-ish software and get this done. And I like this. I like PicMonkey because I find it very user-friendly. But with anything, it takes just a little repeated practice to feel like you know what you're doing. I'm still wondering if I know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun. And that's the most important thing, to have fun every day and be creative. All right, so I just put some of this brown tint in her eyes. The AI suggested that her eyes were brown, so I'm going to go with that. Although Betty Davis had blue eyes, and I did a brown the other day because The AI suggested it, so oh no. So just brightening up the eyes here. And I want to thank our viewer for suggesting this, our part of our family, for suggesting doing Veronica Lake for her birthday. So I'm excited about that. Okay, love these ideas celebrating their birthdays. So I'm putting some blush on. Back in those old pictures, they often did a lot of blush. They did a lot of rouge, we would have said. I'm fading that out just a little bit. Okay, now I want to do some lipstick. But instead of doing lip tint, I do the eyeshadow because I find that it is much more forgiving. I'm going to click the dropper. Basically, I'm putting my paintbrush in where the AI says this is what color her lips would have been. And I'm just making sure it's more even. Because I don't like to have to reinvent the wheel. I like the AI giving me a guess of what color it could be. Because there's a whole science behind it. And that way I can just make it better. Okay, let's see if I can make this a little brighter. Fade it. There we go. Okay. So I am looking at the shirt and I'm thinking that the shirt is looking a little too yellow and it's not consistent. So it's going to be a little extra work, but I'm going to go to the teeth whiten. I see her hand at the top there, so I might have to do something with that too. So I'm going to go to the teeth whiten and I'm just going to go over it with the white over her arm, over her sleeve. Because I feel like there's just too much yellow. I'm going to turn up the brightness here so I can see it a little better. And I'm just going up and down the yellow arm to take out any of what might look like dingy. You know when you throw something in the washing machine and you throw it in with the colors and then you try to hide that you did it? Or is that just me? So you can't hide, like it looks like we threw it in with a yellow shirt and so like half of it's yellow and half of it's not, and we just don't want that. Oh, try to get as close as you can without getting over the lines. There are different brushes, so like say I want to use a block brush to get really close, I can do that too. I actually only found that recently. I had always used the circle and I was like, there's a block brush. I think my daughter showed me. It's just so wonderful. Like young people, they get stuff so quick, especially online. Okay. I think I'm gonna just add a little bit of the spray tan to her fingers. Just so it looks like skin color there. Here we go. All right, let's do some tricks here for faster filters, effects. And let's see what happens when we do Intrepid in the background. I'm not sure about that one. How about Tuscan? We'll give it a tan. That's a maybe. Tranquil. That gives it this sort of otherworldly feel. But let's try Pink Fog. I tend to like a little bit of pink. You know, so this is a maybe on the pink. I'm going to come back to that. I want to see if I could try to turn up different colors in here and see how that affects it. So I go to red here. I'm going to turn up the red. Not sure. Orange. Let's turn up the orange. I think I actually do like that a little bit. I'm going to turn up the yellow. Turn down the yellow. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to leave the yellow. So I turned up the orange just a little bit, and I'm going to go back to that Pink Fog. And I'm just going to fade that out. I do like how that looks. Now the other thing that I like let's just try boost. Nope, that's bad. You gotta try stuff, even if for a moment you're gonna feel silly. Orton. So Orton will put a spotlight on her. So I like that. Let me see what brightness, if you turn down the brightness just a little bit. And Bloom, I'm not exactly sure what Bloom does. Okay, something about the eyes. I think I'm going to add just a touch more of the whitening to the eyes. Because I really want that to pop. I wonder if I could add some liner I can do eyeshadow to the eyebrows. To make it pop a little bit more, because there's something that just looks a little faded to me, and I want it to not look faded. Okay, I feel like you just have to explore stuff until you see it. I wonder if I made her lips just a little bit more like a lighter red, maybe, somehow or other. You want to see what the lip tint looks like? So the lip tint looks like this here. And it's stronger than the eyeshadow. I don't usually use it. But I think that might be just the thing that I feel like is missing. So click, click, click. Try not to get out of the lines. And patience is a virtue. Okay, love the bows and the clear lines here. Okay. I wonder if I want to turn down the yellow a little bit more and see how that looks. I know I tried earlier, so I'm turning it down all the way here, turning it up. Maybe it's the hair. There's something that feels a little off. So I think I'm going to work on the hair just a little bit more. Go to touch up, highlights, and I'm going around the hair. I wonder, let me see what brown looks like. I'm just playing around to see what it is that I feel like I'm missing. I feel like there's something I'm missing, and I want to nail it. So we're gonna just highlight here, and let's try a couple of the other frames to see how that looks. Let's try Intrepid again. I think that brings it out better. I'm gonna get the top here. I want to get the top of her hair. We're almost at the 15-minute mark, so we gave ourselves that challenge to do it in that time. There we go. And I feel like it's getting closer. Sometimes like you overdo and you're like, oh, I should have left it, but I think this does make it a little bit more lively. And I like the highlights because it's not like you're throwing a bunch of paint on. You're making it look more realistic. Okay, so in my last minute here, I'm gonna just throw a little bit of spray tan in the corner here. I'm gonna make sure it matches here. There we go. And I'm gonna fade that out just a little bit. Tone down that strength and hardness. Should we try one more? I feel like I have like 30 seconds left and like I have to try more stuff. So we're gonna fade out the Orton. And voila, this is our picture of Veronica Lake. She's so gorgeous, so there's really nothing you can do to add to it. You just want to honor her and her acting skills And so thank you guys. Happy birthday. And I hope that you have a great day.